Hello, this is my reflective logs for the second project. So this is week one. So basically, um, let's see. Yeah, we're only in college for 2 days this week, Monday and Tuesday. I'm recording this on the Friday just in case anything else actually happened or I did anything else music related. However, I have not, apart from a few things today on Friday morning. So basically, um, eh. So basically on the Monday was scuffed, eh? So in the morning we had Rich, but Rich wasn't very well. He still came in, but I believe he left around lunchtime because so did I. Um, so pretty much, um, we were in the pods. There was a bit of a kerfuffle in which Sean said to some people come in and didn't say anything to others. So there was sort of a thing was like a lot of people didn't come in because they didn't know. Anyway, um, basically the Sean went over what we need to do for this project. And what we need to do for this project is write a dissertation or a research paper. And so I went through a few ideas on what to do. So originally I was going to do like the entire history of music and focus on like main focal points. So I was going to start in the Neolithic, then I was going to talk about bards in the medieval period, then I was going to go through the Renaissance with the religious aspects, I was going to go through classical composers. However, we were told that the word count was 2,500, and I ain't going to be able to fit 62,000 years worth of history into 2,500 words because that's just physically not possible, which is a shame, but it's not the end of the world. Um, so then I was like, okay, how about I write on why The Wall by Pink Floyd is the best album of all time? Which, in my opinion, even I was stretching with that one because it's not even my favorite album by that band. Um, so I thought, okay, well, let's see if the aspects of the government were the same and like the writings would still hatch up to today, and they don't. So basically, I had to flip that one off. Then I was going to do is becoming a rock star worth it? And I was going to talk about the mental aspects. I was going to talk about, the rise to fame, and I was going to bring different artists' focal points and how it affected them throughout the years. However, I thought that was also, Sean told me that was a bit vague. So I sort of slimmed it down and I finally landed on like just mental health in musicians. And basically, what I'm going to be doing, or what I am doing, is I'm going to be talking about just how drugs, the press, and other such things have affected musicians throughout their careers and have led to some killing themselves, how have led to them or leading to them dropping out of music entirely. Um, so at the time of recording, this is all in planning. It's still in the planning stage. I haven't officially begun writing it yet. I have 7 weeks to do so. And also I have to do a buttload of research, which is not going to be great. But we'll see what we can do. So basically, um, so basically I started off talking about 27 Club. And for those who don't know, the 27 Club is this phenomenon where it seems that it's a fatal year for mostly musicians. They either just die or they kill themselves or they have overdoses and such things. People in it are Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Amy Winehouse, such names as that. They all died at the age of 27. So it's sort of been like, it's superstitious nonsense, if anything. It's just it's coincidence. But yeah, so I thought I'd throw that in there. I did a brief stint on the paparazzi and how the press treat artists. Me personally, I don't like paparazzi. I don't like the whole shtick. There's things with so many artists these days. Um, there's the stories with Amy Winehouse, which I've included. I'm not sure if you can have pictures. I don't think you can. That's something I'm going to ask at some point on the Monday when I speak to Sean. However, there is a picture of Amy Winehouse after she fell off the curb and hit on the floor, and she was just on the middle of the road, and she was crying, and her husband was trying to shield her from the press, and the press wouldn't piss off, and they were just taking pictures. And a similar incident happened with Britney Spears and her 8-month-old son in 2006. But yeah, anyway, that's what I'm writing about. I'm covering Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Britney Spears, and Syd Barrett. Syd Barrett was the original singer for Pink Floyd, who took one too many LSD tabs and basically went schizophrenic and was put in a mental hospital. But yeah, anyway, so on the Monday, Sean was going over the briefing. He was saying, look, you've got 2,500 words. Research these. You've got to do a buttload of research. Like 10 or 15 research sources isn't going to cover it, which it's not the end of the world. I'll just do what I did in level 2. I'll even include the sources that I looked at that didn't even help me. So I'm probably going to end up like 50 sources by this point. Yeah, so the word count's 2,500, not including quotes, bibliography, and other forms of source. So nice. Okay. So Tuesday. Tuesday is when I actually came up with the mental health idea and music thing and had the conversation with Sean, and I began the planning. I got most of the planning done on Tuesday. The only thing left for me to like plan on what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about Syd Barrett because I didn't write that one in time. I'm also just going to talk about drug use in the music industry. Yeah, and drug use in the music industry. That's literally it. And then the planning is completely done. Yes, I still need to get the sources for bibliography. Yes, I still need to get the quotes. But yeah, once I've done those, which I'm not sure what's happening on Monday, as in week 2. But I genuinely do not know. So if we're not in the room, if we're not in A5 and we're in the practice room, I'm doing something different. I'm making a farewell gift for the end of the year. But yeah, I'll talk about that later. Yeah. But if we're in A5, honestly, it'll take me an hour, and I'll probably get like 2 or 3 extra research sources. So yeah, and I'll probably add more research stuff and research more stuff as I'm writing. But yeah, Sean was saying this is an editing exercise. You've got to cut down certain words. You've got to be more concise. No issue. Anyway, oh yeah, Atlantis is done. As of Tuesday evening, Atlantis is finished. I quit the band because I felt like it was going to be done by the end of the year anyway. Luca had backed out of the band. Yeah, Atlantis is done. There's nothing we can do now. It's finished basically. Due to personal choices of everything, and it's just it's done. We had a good run. It was a good year. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, that's everything that happened this week. Thank you very much.